Thursday, and I will proceed to go in on Errol Spence and the fanboys accordingly until tomorrow. Lord willing, I let off the steam. I take my foot off the gas pedal. Let the dude ride off into the yonder. But anyway, let's talk about the hype train called Errol Spence, man. I'm just keeping it all the way real. The guy is an excellent. I think he's a great fighter. I think he's a good fighter in his own sense. I think, to me, he's a basic good fighter. I don't think there's nothing really all that special about Errol Spence. I think his skill set is one of its own. He has his own unique kind of style of fighting. But nonetheless, I just think his toolbox is very limited. Now, what I mean a hype train is pretty much they've been coining this guy as this man down. I mean, I get it. It's just like a business promotional thing. They got to do that. It's just that's all PBC really had to go on at the time. Is Errol Spence was there. That was the go-to guy. So they got to build him up as this Thanos hard punching man down. But he was doing that against lower caliber fighters. And I seen yesterday, I made a video, I forgot which one it was, and I was like, look, I don't purposely discredit anybody, but if you're going to sit up here and discredit Terrence Crawford for his opponents, so let's discredit Errol Spence then. And that's what I did. And then when I did that, people ain't like that. I'm like, bro, but y'all discrediting Errol Spence, y'all discrediting Terrence Crawford by saying Sean Porter took a dive. Y'all discrediting Terrence Crawford by saying Kell Brook was damaged goods. You discrediting Terrence Crawford by saying Sean Porter already got beat up by Errol Spence and all the other dudes. But then at the same time, you tell Terrence Crawford he ain't fighting nobody. So we're going to talk. So yesterday I got in deep and I said, okay, well, this is what Errol Spence is doing. I'm going to discredit Errol Spence. Oh, no, man, come on, bro. That ain't even right. No, we're not doing that over here. I told you. This is my lane, bro. And we calling it all out. Because if it was the other way around, if I was a Errol Spence supporter and Terrence Crawford was being bigged up and he was being people was probably trying to discredit Errol Spence, I'll do the same thing to Terrence Crawford. All right, so that don't got nothing to do with it. Don't discredit a fight. It takes away from the other fighter's abilities, bro. I hate when people do that. So when I see that, I start nitpicking into that fighter that everybody holding up on the pedestal. So okay, let's rip through his comp and let's see if we can discredit him. Then we gonna give we are equal opportunity discreditors over this motherfucker. Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? So he was getting these knockouts, and I think his last knockout was 2018, right? Of Carlos Ocampo to the body, knocked him out. That was it. No more knockouts since then. But they still going off this whole man down thing. Why are they still talking about man down? If you ain't knocking nobody out in like 5 years, what was it, man? 18, almost, yeah, to this year be 4 years. If you ain't knocking nobody out, why are you talking about that then? Why are you talking about man down? And I honestly don't know why they're still hanging on to that. I guess it's like I said, I guess it's a business mode. It's like a certain branding. They use that to attract, his fan base, and that's what they use in the man down. Because clearly, there's no man down. If it was man down, it would be everybody since Ocampo would have been knocked out. Everybody, not some or most, but oh man, yo, come on, Rebel, you can't always get the knockout. All right, but he said that he's gonna get the knockout. He said that shit. All right, so he said he gonna get the knockout. I don't never hear Bud running around talking about man down, knockout. And it's funny, that's the real man down. and then this dude ain't the man down. Makes no sense. It's weird. It's strange. Very strange. Like, it makes zero sense. You know what I'm saying? So, this hype train, that's what it is. It's a hype train. And I think the hype train is coming to its last stop. It's coming. And I think Terrence Crawford is that last stop. Because he gonna crunch him. I'm telling y'all, that's what's gonna happen in their fight. That's my belief. He gonna crunch him, bro. He gonna crunch him. But he been knocking out the dudes he been knocking out like earlier before, like, okay, he spanked Lamont Peterson. That was a good scrap. He spanked Kell Brook. I'm gonna say it again. You want to discredit Bud, then we gonna discredit Errol. If Bud fought Kell Brook was damaged. Errol Spence fought a damaged Kell Brook first. If Sean Porter wasn't no real challenge to Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter damn near beat Errol Spence. Okay? And it's funny because people saying, yo, up until Bomac and them told Bud, yo, go get him, Terrence Crawford was losing on the cards to Sean Porter. I got to go back and rewatch that fight. I don't know what the hell everybody talking about because I didn't see it like that. But I'll go back and rewatch it again. But even if Errol Spence, his was more razor thin. If he didn't get that knockdown, it's questionable. A lot of people said Sean Porter would have won that fight. So if y'all want to play that game, we could play the tit for tat all day long. But to me, he's looking like a hype train, bro. Real shit. You know, I don't know the so-called car accident. You know, maybe it woke him up and it gave him a new rejuvenation. And I hope so, because I want to see the brother shine. I still think he's a hype train, though. That's not going to change my points on I think he's a hype train. But I want to see him shine. I want to see all my brothers and all my kings. I want to see them shine one way or another. But I'm just calling a spade a spade. You know what I mean? He's a flip-flopping hype train, bro. He say this, say that. He's like, he don't know what he want to do when it comes to the fight with Terrence Crawford. I wouldn't show up at his fight, then he shows up. I give him credit for even showing up. You know, and to be honest, to be fair, it was times when Terrence Crawford was kind of like seesawing too. Like, he was just like, I don't even want the fight. I think Terrence Crawford going back and forth, I think his was more out of frustration. I think Errol's is more out of cautiousness. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you right now, they see that there's somebody in the division that is more than likely going to put an end to the hype train. And he's going to fizzle out that star. And that's Terrence Crawford. They see that. They see he's knocking out everybody. Whether they got a chin or not, he's knocking them out. Right? So we'll get to see if they have a fight, how strong and how solid Errol Spence's chin really is. We'll definitely get to see in that fight. We'll get to see Bud's chin because people are questioning Terrence Crawford's chin, and that might be another topic. I think I touched on that already. I may have, but I think I might have to rehash that again, make a fresh new video on that. But anyway, the hype train is about to come to its last stop. Let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, share. This is Rebel Life Boxing. I'll see y'all later on the next one. And I'm out. Peace.